कार्पण्यदोषोपहता स्वभाव पृच्छामि त्वां धर्मसमुद्यचेत यच्छ्रेयसा निश्चितं ब्रूहि तन्मे शिष्यस्तेऽहं साधिमां त्वं प्रपन्नं देहिनोऽस्मिन् यथा देहे कौमारं यौवनं जरा तथा देहान्तरप्राप्तिर्धीरस्तत्र न मूयति न जायते म्रियते वा कदाचिन् नायं भूत्वा भविता वा न भूय अजो नित्यशाश्वतोऽयं पुराणो न हन्यते हन्यमाने शरीरे भोग ऐश्वर्यप्रसक्तानां तया अपरीतचेतसां व्यवसायात्मिका बुद्धिः समाधौ न विधीयते प्रकृते क्रियमाणानि गुणैः कर्माणि सर्वशः अहङ्कारविमूढात्मा कर्तारमिति मन्यते एवं परम्परा प्राप्तम् इमां राजर्षयो विदुः स कालनेह महता योगो नष्ट परन्तप परित्राणाय साधूनां विनाशाय च दुष्कृतां धर्म संस्थापनार्थाय संभवामि युगे युगे जन्म कर्म च मे दिव्यम् एवं यो वेति तत्त्वतः त्यक्त्वा देहं पुनर्जन्म नयति मामेति सोऽर्जुन तद्विद्धि प्रणिपातेन परिप्रश्नेन सेवया उपदेक्ष्यन्ति ते ज्ञानं ज्ञानिनास्तत्त्वदर्शिन ये हि संस्पर्शजा भोगा दुःखयोनाय एव ते आदि अन्तवन्तः कौन्तेय न तेषु रमते बुधां भोक्तारां यज्ञतपसां सर्वलोकमहेश्वरं सुहृदं सर्वभूतानां ज्ञात्वा मां शान्तिं रक्षति योगीनामपि सर्वेषां मद्गतेरन्तरात्मना श्रद्धावान् भजते यो मां समे युक्ता तमो मतः
Hare Krishna. We recited 2 times, Prabhu. 1 time?
2 times Purush.
Okay, fine. ॐ अज्ञानतिमिरन्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्त स्वामिनेति नामिने। नमस्ते सरस्वते देवै गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेषशून्यवादी पाश्चात्यदेशतारिणे। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। Hare Krishna. So welcome all the devotees back again for our Bhakti Shastri class. So we are in the second chapter of Bhagavad Gita, and we are discussing from the third part of second chapter. That is, 2 prescribed duties are recommended for every devotee. So there are 2 kinds of duty. One is called as Swadharma and one is called as Sanatan Dharma. So Swadharma itself has 2 types. One is Sanatan Dharma and one is Varnashram Dharma. So here in the second chapter beginning, we find that the first few verses spoke about the importance of Guru in the life. The second section, 20 verses, discussed about identity, that when the Sambandha Gyan is very clear, when the position is very clear, then one is not bewildered, one is free from the illusion. And now Krishna is encouraging Arjun to fight and is telling that having understood all the knowledge about soul, if someone has understood very wonderfully the knowledge about the soul, what will be the outcome of this? So such a person will remain fixed in his duty. He will not deviate from doing his duty properly. So here, especially Arjuna is being recommended because Arjuna is a Kshatriya. What is the duty for him? That is the duty is to fight. Now, like we discussed one verse about Ascharyavat, that many in the 27 shloka, 28 shloka, a lot of times Ascharya came. That amazing, amazing, amazing. Amazing is a person who speaks about soul. Amazing is a person who actually understands the soul. Amazing is a person who sees the soul. Amazing is a person who hears about the soul. And amazing are the people those who do not understand about the soul. So we discussed about this. And we discussed certain thing about adjective. Like this verse can be taken in multiple perspectives. This amazing wala shloka. So you see, today in the world there are hundreds of philosophies. It's hundreds and hundreds of philosophies. Like there is one very famous series of author who has written a book on, do you want to reincarnate in next life? Some 10 tips if you wish to get reincarnation in the next life. And it's one of the best selling books. 10 tips to get reincarnated in the next life. Choose your reincarnated body. So outside people feel that only some people only reincarnate. Not everyone reincarnates. So in case you want to be that fortunate ones, those of you who want to come again, this is the one of the bestseller book. Read this, and thousands of dollars they charge. So you see so much misunderstanding about the soul. Like in Christianity also, they say that animals don't have soul. That's why we can kill them and we can eat them. So some people said earlier there was understanding even in Christianity that women don't have soul. Only men have soul. So if you see so many different varieties of philosophies which are there, so somebody to come to right understanding that what is this concept of soul, it's a very, very rare and amazing are those people. So Krishna in this chapter of Gita has very clearly given the message about the soul. And now what will be the outcome when somebody has very clear knowledge? He says he will do his duty very properly. So, okay, just to recollect certain points from the previous class, devotees can quickly recollect that any discussions we had last time. Yes, Vaibhav Pro.
Prabhuji, in previous class we have covered around 2.27 to 2.31 shloka.
Yeah,
They mostly focus on the lamenting. Like in 28, there is also explained that the souls means astitva. They manifest in beginning, manifest in middle, unmanifested in end. एंड इसके बाद कृष्ण बोलते हैं उनको क्योंकि भाई यू लैमेंट इनकेस अगर ऐसा है तो उसके
hmm.
बाद 27 में भी वही कि इनकेस अगर इफ यू थिंक सोल का बॉर्न और डाई है तो फिर भाई यू लैमेंट ये भी है तो फिर क्यों लैमेंट कर
Yeah,
रहे लाइक प्रोज दिस
perfect. Yes, Pro. Any other
Pra-
devotee?
Prabhuji
You
also told
are
about
yes, please.
Prabhuji also told about three examples from Mahabharata about the example of Koyal, the example of well, and the example of rock. In Koyal example, you said that in this Kaliyug people will say many things, but they will only speak nonsense. But and in the well example, you told that material prosperity will be there, but one well is empty. And in the example of rock, you told that how a by holy name the big anarthas and problems of this world can be destroyed. So
Yeah,
to explain the word ascharyavat, you have given these three examples from Mahabharata.
yeah. So there are many shlokas about Ascharyavat. So amazing thing is, like sometimes in movies you have seen, like in movies they show certain scenes sometimes like that. There is a movie actor, and movie actor is running towards the villain, and he runs, and all the villain wala people they shoot guns at him. You have seen gun they shoot, and he's running, and he's approaching towards the villain, And amazing thing is no bullet hits the villain. No bullet hits the hero. All bullets go here and there, and he runs and he catches his neck and kills him. So if you see, this all things happen in movie only, stupidity only. This all sins are generally it cannot happen actually. Like somebody is running towards villain, 100 people are hitting him, and no bullet hits him. So so this is really wonder thing, na? How somebody cannot be affected by this? So he said, Ascharyavat, Ascharyavat. He said, hundreds of people are dying, hundreds of people are dying every day, thousands of people are dying every day, but everyone thinks that no, my number is not going to come, or even if it comes, it will come very, very late. My number is never going to come. So, this is the most surprising thing in this world about the soul. Everyone thinks that this is not meant for me. This philosophy, even if they hear, now also, even if we hear, I may hear, I may speak also, but that inner conviction will never come that my number is also going to come soon. So, soon. Okay, just imagine if somebody gets 100% confirmation ticket, like we know 100% confirmed ticket. Somebody is told now, Prabhu, sorry, next Monday, next Bhakti Shastri class, we may not see you, Prabhu, because this is your last Bhakti Shastri class. But destination, mostly you will like to go back, mostly you may go back home, back to Godhead, but still there are some doubts. So, what do you feel? How your life will change if you just come to know about this, that Prabhu, only we have 7 days. How your life will change, Prabhu? Anyone would like to say? How your life, you will change your life.
We'll become very, very serious, Guruji, in everything we are doing.
Okay. What all changes will bring about in your life?
More holy name we will chant.
We will switch to many things spiritually. We will give up material things quickly because we know that we have less time to gain the spiritual knowledge. So all the time we will divert it towards spiritual life, and we want to be around the people who we love most.
Okay. Haribol.
Will become 24/7 devotee Guruji. Continuous chanting.
Will not do night. Will not. Night. Will take night shift also. Will take night shift also for chanting, reading, hearing. And why to sleep? Anyways, anyway, I'm going to die after 7 days. Why to sleep only at all? Okay. Any other thing?
Migrate to Vrindavan Dham.
Migrate to Vrindavan Dham. Haribol. और कुछ क्या चेंजेस लाओगे अपने जीवन में आप?
प्रभु जी अवर्थ कालत्वम एक भी
हाँ.
अवर्थ कालत्वम
हम्म.
एक भी मिनट वेस्ट नहीं करें
सी इतना चेंज आता है तो अगर किसी को यस विवेक प्रभु
We constantly be in association of devotees and serve them.
या विल सर देम सबको ऑफेंसेस फॉरगिव मांगोगे प्रभु जो भी ऑफेंस हो गए क्योंकि एक ही चीज अटकाने वाला है वो है ऑफेंसेस प्रभु कुछ भी गलती किया तो माफ कर दो प्रभु आप प्रसाद लो मेरा सारा लक्ष्मी ले लो सब स्पॉन्सर आपके लिए सब कुछ यस अलकेश प्रभु जी
Yes, so we try to be, detached in whatever we do.
या
So that is, yeah.
एंड मोर देन डिटैचमेंट सर्विस इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट जितना वैष्णव को सर्व कर पाए जितना सर्व कर पाए उतना कर लो क्योंकि एक भी चांस वापस नहीं छोड़ना है ये भगवत धाम जाने के लिए कंफर्म टिकट करने के लिए थोड़ा भी अगर कुछ गलती हो गया तो अटक जाएगा वेटिंग में आ जाएगा फिर से जैसे हमारे यहाँ पे इनिशिएशंस होते हैं कभी कभी महाराज के सब कुछ कंफर्म हो जाता है लास्ट मोमेंट पे वेटिंग में आ जाता है तो डिवोटीज बोलते हैं प्रभु जो करना है करो कंफर्म टिकट चाहिए हमको सो यू सी लाइफ चेंजेस so much when somebody has understood the knowledge of soul very nicely. But if this knowledge, if this transformation is not coming properly in our life, and seriousness is not coming in life, then that means this knowledge is not yet understood well about and this knowledge of soul. So now, can anyone tell me what are the 5 reasons which were told about Arjuna not wanting to fight? Quickly, you can tell. Arjuna
Family
said,
life, attachments towards elders.
exactly. Can you just mention the specific words? What all reasons were told that?
Compassion,
Okay,
Compassion,
material
enjoyment,
compassion. Second was enjoyment. Okay,
fear
third,
of sinful reaction,
fear of sinful reaction. Fourth,
destruction of family tradition.
destruction of family tradition.
Last was from Bhagavad 2.6, indecision.
Indecision. So now Krishna is systematically going to answer every confusion of Arjun. So he had a material compassion. He thought body to be all in all. So Krishna gave the entire knowledge of soul. That oh, you know about the soul. You are considering body to be everything. So okay, I spoke you something knowledge about soul. Now, second reason, Arjuna says, how I will I enjoy? If everyone dies, how will I enjoy? Whom I will show? Then Krishna is telling from verse number 2.31 to 2.37, 38. All the shlokas are being spoken in a context of even if you win, you will enjoy. Even if you die, you will enjoy. Even if they are killed, they will enjoy. Even if you are killed, you will enjoy. Everyone is going to enjoy only in the performance of duty. So the enjoyment reason Krishna is going to tell. And typically, there are three concepts. One is called as karma kand, one is called as karma yoga, one is called as nishkama karma yoga, one is called as sakama karma yoga. So typically, karma kand means what? I want to enjoy, but I will enjoy in a religious manner. That is called as karma kand. That okay, I want to enjoy only. My main desire to come to God is nothing, no other than pleasing Him. I don't want to please Him at all. I don't want to please. I want to please my senses only. But okay, scriptures give certain method of pleasing our senses or enjoying. Okay, let me enjoy in a dharmic way. Dharmic way. So that is called as karma kanda. Now another example comes is then what is karma yoga? So in karma kand there is no connection of bhakti to the Lord. It's mainly sense gratification business which is there. Mainly sense gratification business. Only you involved God in picture. That is the only part. In karma yoga, you have desire to please Lord. You have desire to please Lord, but in a way you want. Like for an example, let's say some merchant comes to you, some tailor, some shopkeeper comes to you, and he tells, "Okay, Prabhus, I want to give you sweater to all the devotees in the Zoom because it's a very winter season. I will give you sweater. Every one of you, I will give you sweater, and I will give you at a very economical rate. Generally, I charge outside 1,000 rupees per sweater. I will give you only at 600 rupees because all of you are attending Bhakti Shastri course. So this is a gift for you. So now you see, but you tell Prabhu, Kaushik Prabhu says, Prabhu, I already have too many sweaters. I don't want sweater. Can you give me raincoat? So he said, no, if I want, I will give you only sweater only. I cannot give you raincoat. He said, anyway, same cost, no, give me same cost only, Prabhu. I don't need a sweater, I need raincoat. He said, no, I will give you this only because I am attached to this. I can give you raincoat only. Then that's I can give you sweater only. So he's attached to the work only. He's attached to work, but he wants to do little bit of service to the devotees. That is Sakama Karma Yoga. He has fruits in the mind. He's not he's attached to the fruits also. He's attached to the work also. He's attached to work also and he's attached to fruits also. That is Sakama Karma Yoga. He's attached. But okay, he wants to do some service to the devotees. That is the good part of this person. Now, somebody says, see, I want to give you sweater. I want to give you sweater, but I will give you almost free of cost. I'll not taking any profit, almost free of cost. So he said, Acha, you don't want to enjoy also? But I will give you sweater only. I cannot give you other things. Sorry, Prabhu. I cannot give you raincoat because I can give you only sweater. Now, Nishkam Karma Yoga. There is no desire to enjoy the fruits, but is still attached to the work. कर्म योग ना कर्म को अटैच्ड है वो मतलब यही करूंगा मैं करूंगा तो यही करूंगा आप बोल रहे हो उसको रेनकोट दो नहीं दूंगा मैं रेनकोट स्वेटर ही दूंगा फ्री में दूंगा लेकिन स्वेटर ही दूंगा तो दिस इज कॉल्ड एज निष्काम कर्म योग but then there comes is Jnana Yoga. Okay, that will come in the further. And there is come Bhakti Yoga. Bhakti Yoga, surrender unto me. प्रभु रेनकोट रेनकोट स्वेटर स्वेटर जो चाहिए वो दूंगा पैसा लूंगा लूंगा तो आपने बोला तो लूंगा नहीं बोला नहीं लूंगा दैट इज भक्ति योग so both all this if you see here so from 2.31 onwards now Krishna is encouraging Arjun to perform his duties. So performance is duty is very crucial. One should not think about profit, loss. So he's raising him to the platform of duty now. Fear, desire, duty, and love. So fear of sinful reaction, somebody performs. Desire to enjoy, somebody performs. And now duty. Slowly, from desire to duty, the shifting is going to happen. So, okay, let's start. We read last time which shloka? 30?
From 2.31 we'll start today.
Today, 2.31?
Yes,
Or
Prabhu.
3.2?
3.1 Prabhuji.
Okay. Okay. 2.31. Yes, Kaushik Prabhu.
Prabhuji, can you please again repeat what is the difference between Karma Yoga and Sakam Karma Yoga? Is it the same?
Karma Yoga basically has two types. One is called as Karma Yoga and Sakam Karma Yoga generally we refer as same only when Karma Yoga is said. But if you want to very specifically mention Sakam and Nishkam, then we say. Otherwise, generally Karma Yoga means Sakam Karma Yoga only. Okay, I have desire to enjoy a little bit profit. I'm taking some profit, but I'm giving some. I'm giving you something free of cost. I'm giving you at less rate, so I'm not taking that much. I want to serve. Yoga has come. Yoga means bhakti has come. Little bit bhakti has come. That's why it becomes yoga. So unless there is a connection of Krishna or unless there is a connection of some spirituality, bhakti, without that karma yoga cannot become karma yoga. Karma yoga will become karma only. It's a karma only. It's karma means any activity just done. But yoga means there is some desire to serve also. That comes, then it becomes yoga. Jnana yoga. Jnana is there. You have some desire to serve also. Dhyana yoga. You want to do dhyan, but there is desire to serve also. Then it becomes yoga. As soon as connection of Krishna comes, it becomes yoga. If it is not connection of Krishna is removed, yoga is gone. That's not yoga only then. Like that. Okay. So 31st verse. स्वधर्मानपि चावेक्ष्य न विकम्पितुमर्हसि धर्म्याधियुद्धात् श्रेयोऽन्यात् क्षत्रियस्य न विद्यते. Kshatriya. Kshatriya means what? Shatra. Shatra means one who hurts. One who hurts. So that is called as Shatra. And hurts for what purpose? Hurts means for some good purpose. Okay. Please read, Prabhu. Whose turn?
Considering your specific duty as a Kshatriya, you should know that there is no better engagement for you than fighting on religious principles, and so there is no need for hesitation.
Yeah. So he said, even considering your own duties, you should not be fearful. There is nothing better for a warrior than to fight for a right cause. So in this purport, Srila Prabhupada mentions about that what is meaning of word Kshatriya. So he says Shat. Shat means hurt. And one who gives protection from the harm is called Kshatriya. Trayate. Trayate means word. That is the word Trayate is meaning here to give protection. So we know the Kshatriyas are generally encouraged also to learn hunting, to kill a tiger, so that to kill a tiger, so that they can fight in the battle properly. And Kshatriyas are specially trained for challenging and killing because violence is also important in the war. Prabhupada mentions that somebody who is a politician and an administrator and tells that I will be a non-violent. He said this is actually improper. Means he said it is a diplomacy. Non-violence, like Prabhupada in general may refer to here as Mahatma Gandhi also, is a politics only. Non-violence in the politics may be diplomacy, but it is never a principle. So this Srila Prabhupada is quoting again here from one scripture here that any violence done on the battlefield, that is Kshatriya, by a Kshatriya, he achieves heavenly planets after death. Heavenly planets are guaranteed after death. And similarly, Brahmanas also attain heavenly planets by sacrificing animals in the fire. Now, that does not mean that, okay, if I want to go to heaven, let me sacrifice the animal. Or if I want to go to heaven, let me kill people. That is not the meaning of this shloka. Sometimes it is not to encourage violence, but in case such options are coming, some fights are coming, then one may have to do that way. Like a Brahmana, one who is a good Brahmana, he may not have to actually kill also animals because he knows killing animals is always very risky business. So there are even prescriptions in the scriptures that some generally those people, there are some kinds of Brahmanas who are even attached to meat eating. Now you may be surprised how Brahmana can eat meat. This is something very surprising, na? How Brahmana can eat meat? Lekin there are different kinds of Brahmanas, very different levels of Brahmanas. Some people they may be attached to eating meat also. And for them, then such prescription may be given, okay, you want to perform, or Brahmana may not be attached to meat. Brahmana may not be attached to eating meat, but the host who is performing yajna, he is very attached to meat. So then, okay, you want to do this yajna in a bona fide manner, and then you enjoy whatever that meat and all those things come. But that will regulate his meat eating. But actually, those people who are very good people, they don't want to perform this yajna. Like suppose somebody wants to perform Ashwamedh yajna or any other sacrifice, then there is another method also given. What is the method? You create an animal made of stone. You create an animal made of आटा. आपने तांत्रिक विद्या में देखा होगा ना, समटाइम्स आटे का गुड्डू बनाते हैं, डॉल बनाते हैं, पक्षी बनाते हैं, आटे का गाय बनाते हैं, और उस गाय को काटते हैं वो। और उस गाय को काटने के बाद वो एक्चुअल में वैसा ही होता है, मीन्स इट इज लाइक एज गुड एज ऑफरिंग एनिमल इन sacrifice. So brahmanas don't need to kill in one way, but these prescriptions are there. Okay, somebody is very attached to eating meat and all, and anyway old animal is being sacrificed, they will get a new body. From that perspective, animals are sacrificed. Otherwise, generally brahmanas will not kill animal like that. Similarly, those who are kali worshippers, like they are very attached to drinking wine. Then some people say we offer bhoga of wine to Kali. Why we offer? Because Kali likes drinking wine. But how Kali will like drinking wine? She is a Vaishnava Bhagavata Jani. She is like Vaishnavi. She is a Vaishnavi. How she will drink wine? But because you are attached to wine, she is mercifully accepting wine. But those who are good worshippers of Kali, they don't have to even worship, they don't have to offer wine also to Kali. They can offer red flowers. That's why we offer red flowers to the Kali. है ना? Red flowers. It is replacement for meat. It is replacement for blood. It is replacement for wine. Okay, you just offer red flower, and then also Kali is pleased. So here a prescription is given here that why violence is sometimes encouraged also. Okay, bro. Yes, bro. Quickly read.
Therefore, killing on the battlefield on religious principles and killing animals in the
Oh, sorry.
sacrificial fire.
Yeah.
Therefore, killing on the battlefield on religious principles and killing animals in the sacrificial fire are not at all considered to be the acts of violence, because everyone is benefited by the religious principles involved. The animal sacrificed gets a human life immediately without undergoing the gradual evolutionary process from one form to another. And the Kshatriyas killed on the battlefield also attain the heavenly planets, as do the Brahmanas who attain them by offering sacrifice. There are two kinds of Swadharmas, specific duties. As long as one is not liberated, one has to perform the duties of his particular body in accordance to religious principles in order to achieve liberation. When one is liberated, one's Swadharma, specific duty, becomes spiritual and is not in the material bodily concept. In the bodily conception of life, there are specific duties for the Brahmanas and Kshatriyas respectively, and these duties are unavoidable. Such Swadharma is ordained by the Lord, and this will be clarified in the fourth chapter. On the bodily plane, Swadharma is called Varnashram Dharma, or man's stepping stone for spiritual understanding. Human civilization begins from the stage of Varnashram Dharma, or specific duties, in terms of specific modes of nature of the body obtained. Discharging one's specific duty in any field of action, in accordance with the order of the higher authorities, serves to elevate one to a higher status of life.
So now somebody may say, Prabhu, you explained, Krishna, you explained nicely about soul. So much nicely you explained. But I am not on that level. I am not at all on that level that I can understand I am soul and I will act on the platform of soul and I will act. This is very difficult. Then what to do? Give me some practical method. Well, now you may say, Prabhu, you are body, you are not this body, you are spirit soul. But when somebody slaps you, you feel pain. You don't say, Arey, my body is paining, my soul is happy. Or somebody insults you, you feel distressed. Then how to do? You spoke very nice philosophy, Krishna, about a soul and everything. But मैं क्या करूँ भाई? मैं इस लेवल पे नहीं हूँ. बताओ भाई मुझे क्या करना है? तो भगवान बोलते हैं ठीक है, अगर आप उस लेवल पे नहीं हो अभी, डोंट वरी. I will tell you a method. That is to perform your prescribed duties properly. तो जब if you perform your prescribed duties very carefully as per the injunctions of Shastra, slowly gradually you will come to the level of that understanding. So यहाँ पे basically is telling, do your duty. Do not be fearful of killing. Do your duty properly. So that is what here he is telling. Okay, now next shloka. I think this shloka was done last time also, but यदृच्छया पपन्नं स्वर्गद्वारम् अपावृतं सुखिनः क्षत्रिया पार्थ लभन्ते युद्धमीदृशम्.
O Partha,
O Partha, happy are the Kshatriyas to whom such fighting's opportunities come unsought, opening for them the doors of the heavenly planets.
Yes, bro. Purport. Very nice purport.
As supreme teacher of the world, Lord Krishna condemns the attitude of Arjuna, who said, I do not find any good in this fighting. It will cause perpetual habitation in hell. Such statements by Arjuna were due to ignorance only. He wanted to become non-violent in the discharge of his specific duty. For a Kshatriya, to be on the battlefield and to become non-violent is the philosophy of fools. In the Parashar Smriti, a religious code made by Parashar, the great sage and father of Vyasdev, it is stated, Kshatriyo Kshatriyo hi praja rakshan shastra pani pradan dayan niri nirijitya para san sainyadi kshitim dharmena palayet.
Yeah. So basically, again and again, here Krishna is telling that the duty of Kshatriya is to protect the citizens from all difficulties, and that's why violence is also important. So do not refrain from the fighting. Fighting would benefit in either case. So I said, because Arjuna was worried too much about his enjoyment, so Krishna is telling him, do not worry. Fighting will be beneficial for you in any case, whether you win, whether you lose, whether he wins, whether he loses. Everyone is going to get enjoyment. So you are concerned too much about your enjoyment. I'm telling you that just do your duty nicely. Everyone will enjoy. You winning, you will enjoy. Duryodhana losing, he will also enjoy. So everyone is going to enjoy. Now somebody may say, but it is very, very dangerous. Just for my enjoyment purpose and others, it is not good to kill the body of others. And so Arjuna is telling, better let me not fight. Better let me not fight. I'll refrain from my duties and I'll not perform duties. And because third problem of Arjuna was, so first reason for what was the first reason? That he was compassionate. Second reason, that he wanted enjoyment. So Krishna spoke the verses of soul to remove his ignorance about material compassion. Now he's speaking about the duty to tell Arjuna about that enjoyment you are going to enjoy only. Third argument put by Arjun was that, oh, I am feel fear of sinful reactions. So Krishna is telling in the next verse, you are fearful of sinful reactions. You know how sinful reactions will come. It is not by fighting that you will become sinful. It is by not fighting you will become sinful. You will get sinful reaction if you do not fight. पूरा उल्टा ही अंडरस्टैंडिंग दिया जा रहा है, राइट ना? सो कृष्णा इज गिविंग हिम प्रॉपर अंडरस्टैंडिंग अबाउट दैट आपका जो कंसेप्शन था वो गलत है. अथ चेत्त्वम् इमं धर्म्यां संग्रामां न करिष्यसि ततः स्वधर्मान् कीर्तिं च हित्वा पापाम् अवाप्स्यसि. तो यहाँ पे कहते हैं संग्रामाम, अगर आप संग्राम में न करिष्यसि, अगर आप संग्राम में भाग नहीं लोगे, महायुद्ध में भाग नहीं लोगे, ततः स्वधर्माम कीर्तिम च हित्वा पापाम अवाप्स्यसि, तब आपको पाप लगेगा. यस प्रभु.
If, however, you do not perform this religious duty of fighting, then you will certainly incur sins for neglecting your duties and thus lose your reputation as a fighter.
बोले, एक तो मेरा नाम भी बदनाम करोगे अर्जुन, तुम्हारे साथ में मैं था, कृष्णा इतना बड़ा वॉरियर, और मेरा नाम तो बदनाम करोगे ही करोगे तुम, तुम्हारा रेपुटेशन भी जाएगा, मेरा रेपुटेशन भी जाएगा। क्या यार, कृष्णा बाजू में था तो भी मैच हार गया, मैच ही खेला नहीं, वो कितना डरपोक निकला। और वो तो छोड़ो, मेरी बात तो छोड़ दो, बोले तुम अगर तुम्हारा ड्यूटी नहीं करोगे तो तुमको पाप लगेगा, यू विल गेट पाप जस्ट फॉर नॉट डूइंग द ड्यूटी प्रॉपरली। You know the law, na? If somebody sees something happening wrong, something is happening wrong in front of you, and you have adhikar to work upon it, you have adhikar to, you have right and authority that it should not happen. Like अगर आपके कंपनी के नीचे, आपके आपके कंपनी में या आपके वॉइस में सपोज ओसी है, ओसी के अंडर में कोई डिवोटी कोई गड़बड़ काम करता है, ओसी को पता भी है, अरे ये व्यक्ति ना कुछ तो फ्रॉड करता है, रोज रोज कुछ तो गलत काम करता है। सपोज कोई स्पेशली रोज वॉइस में मीट मीट ईटिंग करता है सपोज। अब इतना ग्रॉस कोई करेगा नहीं, कोई नकुल नकुल का बच्चा मीट ईटिंग कर रहा है, और आप बोलो क्या करे, नकुल है, अलाउ करो अलाउ करो, बेचारा सुधर जाएगा, एक दिन सुधर जाएगा। धीमे 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 वो, उसका रिएक्शन किसको आएगा, सबको आएगा। वो बोलेगा, प्रीचर को भी आएगा, उधर के उसको भी आएगा कि तुम्हारे पास पावर था, तुम उसको निकाल सकते थे या इसको रिलोकेट कर सकते थे वॉइस में से, लेकिन तुमने जानबूझ कर रखा। तो अगर आपने निग्लेक्ट किया, आपने आपकी ड्यूटी को निग्लेक्ट किया, तो आपको सिंफुल रिएक्शन लगेगा। तो अर्जुन अर्जुन को वही बोल रहे हैं कि आपने निग्लेक्ट किया आपकी ड्यूटी को, आपको सिंफुल रिएक्शन लगेगा। यस प्रभु। Just you can just read the little part of first few one paragraph. How Arjuna he will lose his fame by not fighting.
Uh, Arjuna was a famous fighter and he attained fame by fighting many great demigods, including even Lord Shiva. After fighting and defeating Lord Shiva in the dress of a hunter, Arjuna pleased the Lord and received as a reward a weapon called Pashupat Ashra. Everyone knew that he was a great warrior. Even Dronacharya gave him benedictions and awarded him the special weapon by which he could kill even his teacher. So he was credited with so many military certificates from many authorities, including his adopted father Indra, the heavenly king. But if he abandoned the battle, not only would he neglect his specific duty as a Kshatriya, but he would lose all his fame and good name and thus prepared his royal road to hell. In other words, he would go to hell not by fighting, but by withdrawing from battle.
Yeah. See, in other words, you will go to hell not by fighting, but by withdrawing from the battle. So if you don't fight, you will go to hell. If you fight, you will not go to hell. So that is what Krishna is telling Arjuna here. Now, still Arjuna is so compassionate. He said, okay, even if I go to hell, but if these people, their bodies are protected, if they remain alive, it's still okay. They will think he is such a charitable person I was, that just for their sake, I compromised my life. I compromised my life. Like Duryodhana, Drona, he also says, na, Karna, for दुर्योधन के लिए मैंने अपने भक्ति को कुर्बान कर दिया। तो he said, this is foolishness. कई बार हम लोग वॉइस में शिफ्ट होने के लिए भी बच्चे आर्ग्यूमेंट देते हैं ना, भक्ति करने के लिए, उस दोस्त के लिए मैंने अपने भक्ति को कुर्बान कर दिया। तो he said, this is a foolishness. सो वो बोलेंगे कि कितना महान हूं मैं, मेरे लिए इतना बड़ा सेक्रीफाइस किया। तो कृष्णा कहते हैं अर्जुन को, बेटा ऐसा मत सोचना कि लोग तुम्हारी वाह वाह करेंगे कि तुम कितने अच्छे डिवोटी हो, तुमने मेरे लिए कुर्बान कर दिया करके। इसे ऐसा भूल से भी मत सोचना कि लोग तुम्हारा वाह वाह करेंगे। इसे उल्टा लोग तुम्हारा निंदा करेंगे कि डरपोक कहीं का भाग गया फाइट से, डरपोक था। ऐसा मत सोचना कि दुर्योधन को बहुत अच्छा लगेगा कि हमको बचाने के लिए इसने कुर्बानी दी है। नो, वो बोलेंगे लोग तुमको डरपोक कहेंगे, बोले चलेगा, जो भी कहना है, डरपोक कहना है तो कहने दो, क्या प्रॉब्लम है। इवन अगर मुझे कोई डरपोक बोलता है, क्या फायदा है, एटलीस्ट इतने बड़े बड़े लोगों का जान बच रहा है। तो कृष्णा कह रहे हैं, भाई ऐसा मत सोचना, तू क्षत्रिय है, और क्षत्रिय के लिए किसी इंसल्ट इज मोर डेंजरस देन डेथ। क्षत्रिय के लिए इंसल्ट विल बी मच मोर डेंजर देन डेथ। तो यू वोंट बी एबल टू टॉलरेट, आई नो। ही सेड यू कैन नॉट टॉलरेट इंसल्ट अर्जुन, you can tolerate death but you cannot tolerate insult, and you are going to be insulted. So he said, that's why. So you here is saying in the next shloka, he will now tell, कीर्तिं चापि भूतानि कथयिष्यन्ति ते व्ययाम् संभाववितस्य च कीर्तिर्मरणात् अतिरिच्यते। .
People will
Yeah.
always speak of your infamy, and for the respectable person, dishonor is worse than death.
For a respectable person, dishonor is worse than death. So now Krishna is giving his final judgment. कृष्णा बोले देखो भाई मैं आपको फाइनल कंक्लूजन दे रहा हूँ. अभी तक घुमाया फिराया तुमको बहुत फ्रीडम दिया, लेकिन मैं मेरा अभी फाइनल कंक्लूजन तुमको दे रहा हूँ. क्या फाइनल कंक्लूजन है?
Both as a friend and philosopher to Arjun, Lord Krishna now gives his final judgment regarding Arjuna's refusal to fight. The Lord says, Arjun, if you leave the battlefield before the battle even begins, people will call you a coward. And if you think that people may call you bad names, but that you will save your life by fleeing the battlefield, then my advice is that you would have better to die in the battlefield. For the respectable man like you, ill fame is worse than death. So you should not flee from fear of your life, fear for your life. Better
हाँ
to
बोले
die
और
in battlefield.
yeah, so he said you will misuse my friendship also, and you will lose prestige in society also. So he said this is my final judgment. मेरा फाइनल ऑर्डर है कि तुमको फाइट करना है. अमेजिंग ना? तो ऐसा देखा जाए तो भगवता इधर ही एंड हो जानी चाहिए थी. उसने भगवता एंड इधर ही हो गई. तो ही सेड कोई भी मेंटर जो होता है ना, उनके दो ड्यूटीज होते हैं. एक होता है फ्रेंड, फिलोसोफर एंड गाइड. So any mentor, any counselor, or any guru, they have these three roles to perform. A mentor or guru should be friend, he should be philosopher, and he should be guide. Sometimes what happens in the course of our mentoring, in the course of guiding people, we only tend to become friend. फ्रेंड मीन्स फ्रंट लाइन. फ्रंट लाइन जो होता है वो फ्रेंड होता है. लेकिन अगर आपको मेंटर बनना है ना, तो आपको फ्रेंड भी बनना है, फिलोसोफर भी बनना है, एंड गाइड भी बनना है. तो ये तीन रोल करने होते हैं. एंड दैट इज द परफेक्ट रोल. फ्रेंड मीन्स व्हाट? You become friendly with him, you empathize with him, and you share loving talks with him. That is okay. Then philosopher means whatever you speak should have some authority. It is not that कि आप कुछ भी मन में आता है, मैंने ना आज व्हाट्सएप पे ये देखा, मैंने सिनेमा में एक ये देखा था, मेरे हिसाब से ऐसा होता है, आपको क्या लगता है, आपके हिसाब से क्या होता है. Such things are not encouraged in the role of a mentor. Mentor means he speaks from authority. I have read in Bhagavad Gita, I have read in Srimad Bhagavatam, I have read from this Acharya. That is philosopher. And third is guide. Guide means he only doesn't speak big philosophy, he guides also at the times of need that you are going wrong. You are going in a wrong direction. I can openly tell you that you are going in a wrong direction. So, philosopher, friend, and guide. These are the three duties of a mentor. So Krishna is taking the role of a philosopher and friend and guide here. And now जस्ट इमेजिन, भगवता इधर ही एंड हो जाना चाहिए था ना. बोल दिया कृष्णा ने, अपना फाइनल जजमेंट दे दिया. जो 2.18.66 में देना था वो भी दे दिया है. तुमको कुछ नहीं करना, तो मैं चुपचाप बोल रहा हूँ तुमको फाइट करो. लेकिन अभी भी अर्जुन कन्विंस नहीं हुए. अर्जुन कन्विंस नहीं होने वाले अभी भी. उनको और भी प्रॉब्लम आने वाले. तो कृष्णा इज रेडी टू स्पीक एंटायर भगवगीता अगेन. रेडी. तो इधर ही एंड होना था भगवगीता को, लेकिन आगे जाके अर्जुन कंफ्यूज्ड है. तो बिकॉज ऑफ लविंग फ्रेंडशिप विथ अर्जुन, कृष्णा इज अगेन गोइंग टू टेल मेनी अदर थिंग्स टू हिम. ओके, नेक्स्ट श्लोक. भयाद्राणात् उपरतं मंस्यन्ते त्वां महारथा, येषां च त्वं बहुमतो भूत्वा यास्यासि लाघवम्.
The great generals who have highly esteemed your name and fame will think that you have left the battlefield out of fear only, and thus they will consider you insignificant.
या तो ये सेम थिंग ना. कृष्ण इज टेलिंग अर्जुन, डोंट, ऐसा मत भूल से भी मत सोचना कि अगर आप परोपकार कर रहे हो लोगों पे, ऐसा कभी लोग सोचेंगे नहीं कि आपने परोपकार किया है किसी के ऊपर. वो तो यही सोचेंगे कि तुम डरपोक निकले और डरपोक के नाम पे तुम भाग गए, और तुम्हारा पूरा पर्सनल, तुम्हारा जो पूरा रेपुटेशन इतना मेहनत से तुमने जो कमाया था, सारा का सारा हेल में जाएगा बोले. तो तुम अगर फाइट नहीं करोगे तो ऐसा भूल से भी मत सोचना कि तुम बहुत दया वाला मतलब काम कर रहे हो. Sometimes same thing happens with parents also. Like we know we have to practice Krishna consciousness, but parents are not very favorable, or relatives are not very favorable. And sometimes on the excuse of parents, we take a decision in our life. मैं मेरा एक धर्म कंप्लीट करूंगा, मेरे माता पिता के लिए मैं अपनी भक्ति कुर्बान कर दूंगा. आई विल सैक्रिफाइस माई भक्ति जस्ट फॉर प्लीजिंग माई मदर एंड फादर. दुनिया भी सोचेगी क्या राम जी आए थे, एक राम जी आए थे जिन्होंने अपने माता पिता के लिए ड्यूटी फॉलो किया. मैंने भी ड्यूटी फॉलो किया राम जी की तरह. मैंने अपना चैंटिंग ही सेक्रीफाइस कर दिया. ये साइड ऐसा मत सोचना, लोग बाबा बोलेंगे, लोग बोलेंगे बेवकूफ, तो बेवकूफ निकले. दिस इज नॉट. So that's why the right understanding of dharma is very important. What is right, what is wrong. So यहाँ पे अर्जुन का भी जो confusion चल रहा है, तो यहाँ पे भक्त के जीवन में भी आता है प्रॉब्लम कभी कभी. So he sacrifices his spiritual life only for pleasing others. Similar, Arjun wanted to sacrifice his spiritual life for pleasing others. So he's telling that you will not be benefited by this. Hmm? Okay, so next shloka 36. We'll complete till 37 today, and today we'll reserve 10-15 minutes for question answer. 36. Avachyavadamscha bahun vadishyanti tavahita निंदन्तस्तव सामर्थ्यं ततो दुःखतरं नु किम्.
Your enemies will describe you in many unkind words and score your ability. What could be more painful for you?
So he's telling enemies will shout at you, they will abuse you, and somebody abuses you, how painful it will be for you, Arjun. So 37. Now see, so nice shloka, na? Just okay. You can try to understand the meaning of this shloka just by the Sanskrit only. So beautiful. Hato va prapsyasi swargyam jitva va bhokshase mahim tasmat uttishta kaunteya yuddhaya krita nishchayah. Okay, somebody can tell? Without seeing the meaning, you have to find out the meaning. हतो वा प्राप्स्यसि स्वर्ग. हतो वा, मर जाओगे तो प्राप्स्यसि स्वर्गम, स्वर्ग प्राप्त होगा. जीतवा वा भोक्ष्यसे महिम, जीत जाओगे तो भोग करोगे पूरे आनंद का अच्छे से. तस्मात् उत्तिष्ठ कौन्तेय, उठो अर्जुन, कौन्तेय उठ जाओ, जागो, जीव जागो. तो बोलते तस्मात् उत्तिष्ठ कौन्तेय युद्धाय कृत निश्चय, तुम्हारा डिटर्मिनेशन वापस लाओ, ड्यूटी करो अपना. यस ब्रो.
O son of Kunti, either you will kill on the battlefield and attain the heavenly planet, or you will conquer and enjoy the earthly kingdom. Therefore, get up with determination and fight.
So once upon a time, one reporter asked Srila Prabhupada also, Prabhupada, what will happen if at the end of your life you come to know that there is no Krishna? What was the reply of Prabhupada? कौन बताएगा?
What if at the end of life you get to know that Krishna is present? Then what is big loss for you? It will be a big loss for you. And even if we know that there is no Krishna at the end of our life, then we have enjoyed in the life so much by practicing Bhakti Yoga. Somewhat similar, Prabhuji.
Yeah. हमने तो मस्त एंजॉय किया है, फीस्ट पे फीस्ट खाए हैं, हर वीक में बहुत फीस्ट खाया है, डांसिंग किया है, प्रसाद खाया है, भक्तों के संग में रहे, अच्छा सब कुछ किया है. हर भी कृष्णा नहीं भी है तो कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं है. देयर इज नो प्रॉब्लम एट ऑल. वी एंजॉयड सो नाइसली. लेकिन अगर आपको पता चला तो आपका क्या होगा? तो इसे हतो हुआ पर अब से स्वर्ग. चलो अगर कृष्ण ना भी रहे, हमने सेंटिमेंटली भक्ति कर भी ली, तो भी बहुत आनंद वाला जीवन जिया है. इतना आनंद वाला जीवन कौन जिया है आज तक बाहर की दुनिया में? और कृष्ण है तो भगवत धाम भी जा रहे हैं हम. भक्ति करते रहो, छोड़ो मत, कोई कारण नहीं है भक्ति करने के लिए, न भक्ति छोड़ने के लिए. सो एनीवे वी आर विनर, वी आर विन विन ओनली, ऑलवेज वी आर विनर. कुछ ज्यादा लॉस नहीं किया हमने. यस ब्रो. सो सिमिलरली ही इज टेलिंग, आप जीतने ही वाले हो. नाउ अर्जुन इज नाउ कृष्ण इज टेलिंग अर्जुन, क्या होता है कि ड्यूटी के बीच जब आप ड्यूटी करते हो ना, तो ऐसे बहुत सारी चीजें आती है जो हमको अच्छी नहीं लगती. जैसे मॉर्निंग प्रोग्राम में उठने के लिए अच्छा नहीं लगता, सुबह नहाना अच्छा नहीं लगता, जप करना अच्छा नहीं लगता, सेवा करना अच्छा नहीं लगता, कभी दुख आता है, कभी इंसल्ट आता है, कभी कभी बुक डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन करने जाएंगे ऐसा लगता है कोई लेगा कि नहीं लेगा, कोई लेगा नहीं तो मेरा मतलब फ्रस्ट्रेशन आता है, क्यों नहीं लिया मेरे से। तो इसे बिकॉज वी आर टू मच अटैच टू द फ्रूट्स। तो अभी देखो कर्मकांड का अंडरस्टैंडिंग दिया गया अभी तक। कर्मकांड, कर्मकांड मतलब क्या? अरे आप एंजॉय करने वाले हो, एंजॉय करने वाले हो। लेकिन अभी भगवान एक लेवल स्टेप बढ़ा रहे हैं। भगवान एक लेवल स्टेप क्या बढ़ा रहे हैं? देख भाई, हर जीवन में हमेशा केवल चीजें जो है वो आनंद के लिए नहीं की जाती है। कुछ चीजें हमें ड्यूटी के लिए भी करनी चाहिए होती है। ड्यूटी, केवल आनंद के पीछे पड़ोगे तो जीवन में आनंद नहीं मिलने वाला हर चीजों में। तो 38 श्लोका में आगे अभी देखो अर्जुन का अंडरस्टैंडिंग एलिवेट किया जा रहा है धीमे धीमे धीमे। डोंट ओनली लुक फॉर एंजॉयमेंट। क्या एंजॉयमेंट के पीछे भागते हो? ये देखो, सुख दुखे समे कृत्वा लाभालाभौ जयाजयौ ततो युद्धाय युज्यस्व नैवं पापम अवाप्स्यसि। तो कभी कई बार हम ये बुक डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन के लिए श्लोक लेते हैं। कोई डिवोटी को बुक डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन के लिए जाने के लिए एनकरेज करना है, बेचारा पहले ही डर जाता है, अरे क्या प्रभु कौन लेगा ट्रेन में मेरा बुक, क्यों जाओ, नहीं लेगा कोई फिर। तो इसे डोंट वरी, सुखे दुखे समे कृत्वा, सुख आएगा दुख आएगा, सेम रहो। लाभा लाभौ जया जयो, तुमको लाभ मिलेगा नहीं मिलेगा, जय होगा अजय होगा, तभी भी तुम युद्ध करो, अपने ड्यूटी में लगे रहो। यस प्रो।
Do the fight for the sake of fighting, without considering the happiness or distress, love or gain, victory or defeat, and by so doing you shall never incur sin.
अगर इस कॉन्शियसनेस में फाइट करोगे, कोई भी कार्य करोगे, तो कभी आपको पाप नहीं लगेगा। आप आपका ड्यूटी ड्यूटी के नाम पे आप कर रहे हो। अभी तक डिजायर के नाम पे कर रहे थे, फियर के नाम पे कर रहे थे, डिजायर के नाम पे कर रहे थे। अभी आप ड्यूटी के प्लेटफॉर्म पे बढ़ो। हाँ, तो इसे जस्ट डू योर ड्यूटी फॉर द सेक ऑफ फाइटिंग एंड यू विल नॉट इनकर सिन बाय दिस। श्रील प्रभुपाद के परपट में, यस प्रो प्लीज रीड।
Lord Krishna now directly says that Arjuna should fight for the sake of fighting because he desires the fight. There is no consideration of happiness or distress, profit or loss, victory or defeat in the activities of Krishna consciousness. That everything should be performed for the sake of Krishna is in transcendental consciousness. So there is no reaction to the material activities. He who acts for his own sense gratification, either in goodness or in passion, is subjected to the reaction, good or bad. But he who has completely surrendered himself in the activity of Krishna consciousness is no longer obliged to anyone, nor is he a debtor to anyone, as one is in the ordinary course of activity. It is says, Devarish
देवार्षिताप्तनिणं पितॄणां न किङ्करो नाय वृणीच राजन् सर्वात्मनाया शरणं शरण्यं गतो मुकुन्दं परिहृत्य कर्तम्।
anyone who has completely surrendered unto Krishna, Mukunda, given up all others' duties, is no longer a debater, nor he is obliged to anyone, nor he demigods, nor the sages, nor the people in general, nor kingsman, nor humanity, nor forefathers. Srimad Bhagavatam 1.5.41. That is indirect hint given by the Krishna to Arjuna in this verse, and the matter will be more clearly explained in the following verse.
या सो यहाँ पे अभी धीमे धीमे जो अभी तक के कर्मकांड की बात चल रही थी, एंजॉयमेंट एंजॉयमेंट, अभी फोकस अगले श्लोकों से कर्मयोग की बात होने वाली है। हाँ, सो 39 के आगे धीमे धीमे कर्मयोग आने वाला है, कर्मयोग। तो अभी तक के कर्मकांड चल रहा था, ओके एंजॉयमेंट, तुम एंजॉय करोगे वो एंजॉय करेगा, अभी तक के वो डिस्कशन चल रहा था। एंड अभी अभी धीमे कल से जो हम श्लोका लेंगे उसमें बातें हल्के हल्का अभी कर्मयोग में घुसेगी। सो ये जो श्लोक है ये भी बहुत महत्वपूर्ण श्लोक है। देवार्षि भूताप्त नृणम पितृना ना किंकरो नायम ऋणीच राजन। So it is said, all of us, we have got so many depths in our life, so many depths. So Srila Prabhupada mentions this purport is very amazing purport. इतने सारे डेप्थ्स लग गए हमको हमारे जीवन में। और ऐसा कहा जाता है अगर कोई व्यक्ति अपने डेप्थ नहीं चुकाता है तो उसको वापस बर्थ लेना पड़ता है। हमने बचपन से लेके अभी तक बहुत सारे डेप्स लग गए हमको। तो इस श्लोक के परपट में प्रभुपाद कहते हैं, सुइसाइड, प्रभुपाद कहते हैं ऐसा व्यक्ति जिसने वन हु हैज नॉट फुल्ली सरेंडर्ड to devotional service of the Lord has many material duties to perform. So he said, even ordinary conditioned soul is recipient of so many benefits which are given by demigods. Demigods give us sun, demigods give us moonshine, they give us rain, they give us wind, they give us food, and ultimately, even one's own material body is also given by demigods only. So, but one who does not reciprocate with the demigods by offering them sacrifice or by worshipping them is called as thief, according to Bhagavad Gita 3.12. That somebody who has been given so much, but he does not reciprocate with the demigods, neither with Krishna, is considered to be thief. Stena eva uchyate. So he said, similarly, cows are giving us milk every day, and so many beautiful, delicious foodstuffs, kheer, prasad, everything is coming. When we wake up in the morning, immediately we find so many birds chirping. Birds are chirping, sweet sounds are coming, and we get happy by listening this. They all contribute to our day. Birds are contributing to our day, cows are contributing to our day, forests are contributing to our day, forests are giving us nice breeze. And he said, our family members are contributing to us, relatives are contributing to us, gurus every day, like gurus are contributing to us. Any person who is doing us little favor also, किसी भी व्यक्ति से हमने थोड़ा भी फेवर ले लिया है तो हमारा ऋण लग गया है। आप में से कितने लोगों को लगता है आपने कुछ तो किसी से फेवर लिया है कभी ना कभी, अच्छा खासा फेवर लिया है जीवन में कुछ लोगों से। कहीं ना कहीं हम फंसे हैं ना एकदम। तो सोचो जब तक वो पूरा ऋण चुकेगा नहीं ना, तब तक बर्थ लेना पड़ेगा। सोच लो कैसे रिजॉल्व करना है ये मैटर को। जब तक किसी से रसगुल्ला प्रसाद में खाया, ऋण लग गया। किसी से एग्जाम में मदद लिया, ऋण लग गया। किसी से थोड़ा पैसा लिया था और भूल गए, किसी से पैसा लिया लेकिन उसको वापस चुकाया नहीं, ऋण लग गया। माता पिता से इतना सेवा लिया, लेकिन उतनी उतने मात्रा में चुका ही नहीं सकते माता पिता का सेवा, इट इज ऑलमोस्ट इम्पॉसिबल, ऋण लग गया। और सोचो जब तक ऋण लग गया है तब तक वापस आना पड़ेगा, तब तक वापस आना पड़ेगा। ये रूल है, गवर्नमेंट का भी रूल है। अगर आपके माता पिता का उधार है, माता पिता ने उधार नहीं चुकाया है, तो बच्चों को उधार लगता है, बच्चों को लोन चुकाना पड़ेगा, माता पिता वाला भी दाया भाग प्रिंसिपल के हिसाब से। तो आप जरा सोचो कितना ऋण है। भगवत धाम जाना ऑलमोस्ट इम्पॉसिबल, है ऋण ही ऋण लगा है। लेकिन यहाँ पे भगवान कहते हैं कोई व्यक्ति अपना ड्यूटी करता है अच्छे से और भगवान के लिए ड्यूटी करता है, वे सेड देवार्षि भूताप्त निडम प्रतुर्नाम, ये जो श्लोक आता है ना भगवान के यहाँ पे कह रहे हैं गतो मुकुंदम परिरित्य करताम। सो सेड समबडी एक्ट्स इन दिस एटीट्यूड, देन उसके सारे जो ऋण है वो फेड जाते हैं एंड इज नो मोर लायबल टू एनी अदर ऋण्स। दिस इज द इजिएस्ट वे टू ऋण चुकाना। नहीं तो हमको वापस वापस बर्थ लेना पड़ेगा, सो मेनी बर्थ्स। सो अगला जो श्लोक है प्रभु 39 श्लोक का, I will just read the translation. I'll not read the purport right now, neither I will take the discussion. This is just to tell you how the flow of this chapter has been going on. Again to recollect. So 39th verse. Just read the translation. Someone can just read translation. 39th. एषा
Thus,
ते गीता सांख्ये बुद्धिर्योगे त्वमिमं शृणु बुद्ध्या युक्तो यया पार्थ कर्मबन्धं प्रहास्यसि। Yes, bro.
Thus far, I have described this knowledge to you through analytical study. Now listen as I explain it in terms of working without fructive results. O son of Pritha, when you act in such knowledge, you can free yourself from the bondage of works.
Yeah. Just a minute. I can share on this Zoom some document, Prabhu. Hello, I can send a file, or is that the facility is there here?
Not sure. Proj.
yes,
Okay.
yes,
Yes, Proj, file it is showing that you can.
ठीक है. So I'm sharing you this. I don't know whether I shared you with this last time. So this may help you. This document I'm sharing. This may help you to understand entire flow of Gita. Because the further sections will be taken by some other devotee or whomever. So okay. कैसे सेंड करने का? कोई चैट में है, चैट में नीचे ऑप्शन है डॉक्यूमेंट. ओके ठीक है. आई एम शेयरिंग यू बाय टिल द टाइम. ये आपको वी कैन जस्ट गो थ्रू रीड इट आल्सो. So I have on Zoom chat, you have received one PDF. Some of you might already have that PDF. In case you don't have, please take this one. You can download this. This is a very beautiful manner. Entire Gita is made into acronym. Entire Bhagavad Gita made into acronym by S.B. Keshav Swami Maharaj, Sutapa Prabhu. So very beautifully this is designed. So if you just go through this, quickly we'll get it. In case, because what happens, many devotees said, Prabhu ji, थोड़ा सा समझ में नहीं आता, बीच बीच में ना कनेक्शन चला जाता है, क्या हो रहा है क्या नहीं हो रहा है. इसलिए मैं बार बार से फोकस करूँ, बार बार चला जाता है कि क्या हो रहा है. कोई नोटिस बोल रहे थे कि बड़ा मुश्किल पड़ता है. तो एक है प्रभु, देर इज नो अल्टरनेटिव टू योर पर्सनल रीडिंग. हाँ, भक्ति शास्त्री इज नो अल्टरनेटिव टू योर पर्सनल रीडिंग. तो वी एक्सपेक्ट दैट यू रीड द पर्पट्स इन योर फ्री टाइम आफ्टरवर्ड्स. सो प्रभु ये पढ़ेंगे कोई? जस्ट सेकंड चैप्टर का ये वाला पढ़िए. Whose turn? Please read.
Second chapter, entitled Contents of Gita Summarized, is a succulent overview of the entire philosophy. Arjuna approaches Krishna in the mood of humility and desperation, prompting Krishna to present the most fundamental aspect of spiritual wisdom. Krishna then explains the practical application of such wisdom, and he concludes by delineating the symptoms of one who has fully realized such truths. In this way, Krishna summarizes the spiritual journey from beginning to end. In one sense, however, there is no end to the spiritual journey because this is the point at which real life begins.
So this is the acronym for our. This is the acronym for
Second chapter.
Second chapter. So Gita. Yes, bro. So now यहाँ पे कैटेगराइजेशन भी दिया है. कैटेगराइजेशन क्या है पढ़ेंगे?
Two duties. One may think, one may then ask how such knowledge.
Sorry, sir, वो नहीं प्रभु, ये वाला लेफ्ट से चालू करना है आपको. अरे क्या हो गया ये? हाँ जी. वर्सेस 1 से लेके 10 वर्ष तक क्या आ रहा है? यस प्रो. दिख रहा है कि बहुत छोटा दिख रहा है आपको?
दिख रहा है. G. Guru. Determined not to fight, but simultaneously torn and confused. Arjuna approaches Krishna. I am in dire need of guidance. He humbly submits. Please enlighten me so I can mitigate my miserable condition. Through Arjuna's example, we learn the first fundamental step in spirituality. One must approach a guru who comes in an authentic lineage of teachers and who has mastered the spiritual art. Most things in life require guidance and instructions under a qualified teacher, and a spiritual discipline is no different. One may argue that everything they require for their spirituality is contained within. And while this may be true, we still require help to reawaken that pure inner consciousness. As the saying goes, one who accepts himself as a guru accepts a fool for a disciple.
Yeah. So verses number 1 to 10, they are speaking about the concept of guru. Verses number 11 to 30, they mainly give the knowledge about the soul. Verses number 31 to लेके 53, They are mainly discussing about Swadharma and Sanatan Dharma, and verses number 54 to 72, they are discussing about the principle of Atmaram. So like this, the entire Gita is made into acronym, and the first chapter was also like this. Doubt, na? What is the acronym? Doubt. DOUBT. Dhritarashtra Duryodhan, results of victory, uncertainty, bewilderment, and turning point. So like this, it is little becomes little easy to remember the entire chapter of Gita. What all shlokas are there. So this PDF, if you guys go through once, this PDF will help you to, in case you are getting confused what all things are happening. So this PDF will help you out. Okay, any questions? We have 7 minutes with us. Any question, then devotees can take. Or any discussions are there, that is also fine. Yes, Alkesh bro. Oh, I think you are muted. You are muted. You have to unmute.
ओह सॉरी प्रभु जी। या प्रभु जी, जैसे आपने बताया कि जैसे नोइंगली या अननोइंगली हम किसी से अगर हेल्प लेते हैं तो वो ऐसा ऋण बन जाता है, तो ऋण को फिर कैसे चुका सकते हैं प्रभु जी? जस्ट
वही था प्रभु जी, श्लोका में वही लिखा गया था, हम नहीं चुका सकते। So that's why it is said it is impossible. Only by Bhakti Yoga we can do that way. Bhakti Yoga, that is Bhakti Yoga or any kind of yoga. When we satisfy the Lord, all runes are automatically fulfilled because He is the like a root of the tree. That's why Yatha Taror Mula Nishechanena Tripyanti Tat Skanda Bhujopashakha. So He said that when you water the root of the tree, all the branches, all the leaves, all the fruits, everything is getting watered. So similarly, if we work upon satisfying Krishna, then all our relatives, all our friends, all our teachers, जिसका भी ऋण लगा है, all are getting benefited, and we are able to overcome all the runas like that. That is being mentioned in this shloka. There is one more shloka like that only, in third canto also, by Kapila and Devahuti. What is that shloka? एक और श्लोक आता है सिमिलरली, कोई भी ऋण नहीं लगता उसके जिससे. So mainly by serving, by performing devotional service, will be
एक
we
क्वेश्चन
don't
और
have to
प्रभु
worry
जी,
so
जैसे
much
कि
about
आपने
ऋण.
या प्रभु जैसे आपने बताया कि जैसे कि कुछ अगर बुरा हो रहा है तो हमें मतलब एक्ट करना चाहिए, तो हम वो कैसे डिसाइड करेंगे प्रभु जी कि मतलब समथिंग इज हैपनिंग रॉन्ग और नॉट? जैसे कि इन कॉर्पोरेट वर्ल्ड बताया जाता है कि बॉस इज ऑलवेज राइट, वो जो भी कर रहा है सही है, तो शैल वी जस्ट एक्सेप्ट वट एवर ही इज डूइंग और वट एवर ही इज आस्किंग टू डू? सो हमको जस्ट ब्लाइंडली एक्सेप्ट करना चाहिए और अदरवाइज अपना वॉइस को भी रेज करना चाहिए?
एक है कि प्रभु जी कुछ ये जनरली ये सब चीजें भक्ति के बारे में बताई जा रही है, लेकिन इवन मटेरियल वर्क के बारे में भी अगर हमें क्लियर कट दिख रहा है कि मैं जिस प्रोफेशन में हूँ वहाँ पे क्या कहते हैं, वो प्रोफेशन सपोर्ट कर रहा है कि फोर एग्रीड प्रिंसिपल ब्रेक कर रहा है, क्लियरली दिख रहा है. पहले बहुत सारे तो आईटी वाले क्या करते हैं उनको पता ही नहीं होता क्या बनाते हो, किस चीज का कोड बनाते हैं, कुछ पता नहीं रहता. तो एनीवे दे डोंट हैव मच स्कोप. बट इफ यू क्लियर कट नो ओनली that I am doing something sinful activity by my work, then one should raise voice, or either he can quit that place also, he can relocate. But there are always two factors. One is called as circle of concern and one is called as circle of influence. Circle of influence means circle of concern का मतलब क्या? वो नरेंद्र मोदी ऐसा क्यों कर रहे हैं, बाद में ट्रम्प ऐसा क्यों कर रहा है, बाद में बांग्लादेश में ऐसा क्यों हो रहा है, तो ये सारे सर्कल ऑफ कंसर्न हो गए, क्योंकि हमारे इन्फ्लुएंस में कुछ भी नहीं है. हमारे इन्फ्लुएंस में मैक्स टू मैक्स भगवान को प्रे करना है, उससे ऊपर कुछ नहीं है. वी कैन नॉट मच डू. बट इफ समथिंग इज विद इन आवर इन्फ्लुएंस, then we should act. I cannot change my boss, neither can change my company director much. Something is there, I can change myself only, my attitude only. So influence means we focus on circle of influence. Concerns may be there, but we have to focus on circle of influence. If it is not within the influence, forget, we can just pray for that. Something which is beyond our influence, we can just pray simply. Something is in influence, we should act upon it.
Yes, Prabhuji. Thank you, Prabhuji.
Yes, Kaushik Bro.
Prabhuji, you told in that Krishna was first telling about enjoyment, that how if Arjuna would not fight, he would not be able to enjoy. Then slowly Krishna shifted to Karma Yoga. So Krishna is telling from Karma Kand to Karma Yoga. In this way, Krishna is telling every next step better than the last step. Prabhuji, if we go in this way, the last Krishna should have told should be Bhakti Yoga. But we see that Bhakti Yoga is in the middle and at last Gyan Yoga. So how to understand this?
But in 18th chapter again you go na. ज्ञान और 18 chapter
सर्वधर्म
conclusion 18 see after telling Jnana Yoga also, then the conclusion should have been that 18 chapter is the best chapter, 17 chapter is the best chapter. But then in
Yes,
18 chapter, if you go everywhere, Bhakti Yoga has been glorified. Means 18 chapter is conclusion of Gita. And 18 chapter again, Gita, it is not only Jnana which is coming in 18 chapter. The last chapter, again, Man Manabhava Mad Bhakto Madhya Jimam Namaskuru, and all those shlokas are Sarva Dharman Parityajya Mame Kam Sharanam Vraja, and all those shlokas are coming. So devotional shlokas are coming. So why Bhakti is put in the middle? So you know the famous example. It is said something which is very important. Like in the childhood, mother used to give us 100 rupee note to give fees to the school. एंड मदर ऑलवेज यूज टू नो, कभी कभी हम उसको एकदम ऐसा फोल्ड करके रखते थे, एकदम ऐसा उसका एरोप्लेन बन जाता था नोट, और जब टीचर को दिया एकदम ऐसा खुलता था वो, एकदम ऐसा नोट, एकदम पूरा क्रम्बल्ड मैनर में। लेकिन मम्मी क्या करती थी, मम्मी बोलती थी ये पैसा लो बेटा और बीच में डालो, एकदम नोटबुक के अंदर डाल दो। भी नोटबुक के पहले पेज के अंदर डाला तो भी प्रॉब्लम, नोटबुक के लास्ट पेज के अंदर डाला तो भी लिखते लिखते गिर जाएगा। एकदम बीचों बीच डालेंगे, खाली टेक्स्ट बुक के बीचों बीच डालेंगे ताकि नोट एकदम कड़क रहेगा, सेफ रहेगा। तो इसे और डायमंड, डायमंड में भी कैसा ऊपर केसिंग होता है, नीचे केसिंग होता है, और बीचों बीच डायमंड को डाला जाता है, क्योंकि कोई चीज बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है तो उसको प्रोटेक्ट करके रखना चाहिए। तो इसे दैट्स वाई 18 चैप्टर आगे जाके अब 17 चैप्टर में 16 चैप्टर में भगवान बोलते हैं ना, क्या वो कि वो श्लोक आते हैं कि डाउट फेथ एंड डाउट में क्या लेते हैं हम, फेथ एंड डाउट का जो श्लोक है ना वेरी फेमस, 3rd चैप्टर में भी आता है 18 में, इसमें सेड कि ऐसा जो नॉलेज है ये इन लोगों को बताना नहीं चाहिए जो एनवियस है ये है, तो जो सेफ उसको सेफ केसिंग के अंदर भगवगीता में बताएगा। लेकिन अगर आप 18 चैप्टर में जाओ तो 18 चैप्टर में कंक्लूजन जो है वो सही है। नाउ वाई 13 चैप्टर में ज्ञान योग बताया, सो उसका भी एक रीजन है, जो आप 13 चैप्टर तक जब पहुंचोगे तभी प्रश्न पूछना वापस कि डिवोशनल सर्विस बताने के बाद 13 चैप्टर क्यों बताया। तो उसका मेन रीजन यही है कि 12 चैप्टर का जो एंड होता है वहाँ कृष्ण बोलते हैं कि मृत्यु संसार सागरात भवामि इतना चिरात पार्थ। तो उसमें एक श्लोक आता है 12 चैप्टर में, तो कि मैं स्विफ्ट डिलीवरर हूँ लोगों भक्तों का, मैं भक्तों को भवसागर से पार करा देता हूँ। तो 13 चैप्टर में कृष्णा शुरू करते हैं मैं कैसे पार करवाता हूँ। तो ही सेड आई एम गोइंग टू टेल यू सम ज्ञान नाउ, दिस ज्ञान, क्योंकि कितना भी हो गया हमारे बैड हैबिट्स इतने ट्रबल करते हैं ना हमको, बहुत ट्रबल करते हैं इग्नोरेंस की वजह से, इग्नोरेंस की वजह से, तमोगुण की वजह से, इतने सारे बैड हैबिट्स, रजोगुण तमोगुण। तो भगवान बोले कि ठीक है मैं आपको भी नॉलेज ऑफ मोड्स देने वाला हूँ 14 चैप्टर में, मैं अभी आपको थोड़ा सा डिटैचमेंट के लिए एक तलवार देने वाला हूँ, सॉर्ड ऑफ नॉलेज देने वाला हूँ। तो भक्तों को भी ज्ञान का मतलब है, ऐसा नहीं कि नहीं है, बट दैट भक्त ज्ञान इज नॉट मायावत ज्ञान, impersonal ज्ञान। दैट ज्ञान इज अ ज्ञान विच हेल्प्स इन भक्ति, इट इज भक्ति इज नॉट डिपेंडेंट ऑन ज्ञान, भक्ति इट सेल्फ इज सफिशियंट। बट कभी कभी क्या होता है कुछ हमारे वीकनेस होते हैं, तो उसको ओवरकम करने के लिए तलवार चाहिए हमको, काटने के लिए, वीकनेस को काटने के लिए। तो भगवान ने एक तलवार दी है जो ज्ञान योग के रूप में, कि उस स्वॉर्ड ऑफ नॉलेज से अपने सारे बैड हैबिट्स और इग्नोरेंस को काट डालो। दैट इज वाई 13 चैप्टर में वो आता है ऐसे।
थैंक यू।
मायापुर वॉइस कार्तिक प्रभु।
Yes, Prabhu. Prabhuji, in Devarshi Bhuta, the verse, like in translation, it is said that Prabhuji, anyone who is completely surrendered unto Krishna, giving up all other duties, is no longer a debtor. So, Prabhuji, here when Krishna is saying Arjuna to do his duty, so since he is following Krishna's order, so this means that he will not be a debtor, right?
Yes, Prabhu. Perfect.
So,
He is
Prabhuji,
not.
like surrendering to Krishna means whatever instructions and whatever Krishna is telling, if we do that, then it is surrender.
Yes, Prabhu. That is only Sarvadharman Parityaja. That is only just obey the orders of Krishna. That is itself Sarvadharman Parityaja. So, but surely, like Arjuna is not going to get convinced so easily still, despite of telling all this. That's why remaining 13 more so many chapters are there now, still yet to go. So Arjuna understood, Krishna understood, अरे बता तो दिया मैंने लेकिन माना नहीं है। जैसे हम कभी कभी कैंप में शिफ्टिंग करवाने के लिए बच्चों को जाते हैं, हम उसको 10 रीजन देते हैं क्यों आना है को कैंप में, क्यों वॉइस में शिफ्ट होना है, तो भी मानता नहीं। तो फिर हम और रीजन देते हैं, फिर वो मानता नहीं, तो क्योंकि वो हार्ट जो है हार्ट कन्विंस नहीं हो रहा है ना, ओनली इंटेलिजेंस कन्विंस हो रहा है। भगवान कंपैशनेटली और आगे का सब कुछ बताने वाले हैं, बेस्ट ऑफ द नॉलेज तक अर्जुन को वेट करेगा। ये डिवोशनल सर्विस का जब नॉलेज आएगा तब अर्जुन धीमे धीमे कन्विंस होंगे, तब तक कन्विंस नहीं होंगे। सॉरी यार, आपका क्वेश्चन क्या था ब्रो, फिर से एक बार बताएंगे मुझे, मैं
Prabhuji, I was just confirming, matlab,
हम्म,
translation that we have one has to give up all other duties, then one is not no longer a debtor.
yeah.
So duties, if it is in Bhakti Yoga, then we will not be a debtor.
Yeah, so basically all other duties means all so-called created duties. Many times we create so many so-called created duties for us. Oh, I am this, I am that, I have to do for this. This we only have created. This is neither Swadharma, neither Sanatan Dharma. So first of all, give all those duties and focus on Swadharma. Swadharma means pleasing the Lord. And do your duties according to Varnashrama system also. That is also Swadharma. So he said, act on this platform. Then he said, you are not obliged to any this one reactions. Okay, Prabhu, it's 8:19. We'll stop. Prabhu, just one small quick again feedback that old batch Bhakti Shastri is happening which day? Rishank Prabhu and Darshan Prabhu, in your voice. Old batch means senior batch. Kab ho raha hai?
Thursday and Friday, Prabhuji.
Thursday, Friday. Again started. Today it was there. Today
Yes,
it is there.
today they had a class yesterday and today. Their classes were shifted for Wednesday and Thursday for this week. Next week now they will announce.
Actually, many preachers are requesting me from different voices, and even I myself am finding a lot of difficulty. So he said ki we should make one day fix. We cannot change again and again. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. We have been changing little bit last few weeks because of availability of devotees. Because some devotees have been telling they are not there. They are for yatra. Some are here there. So we have been changing, and preachers are also finding difficulty to go to voice. So one thing we can do is, everyone said to me that best is Tuesday, Wednesday. But I said Tuesday, Wednesday also tough. Wednesday, Thursday. So we'll continue Wednesday, Thursday. I'll request other batch also to keep it Wednesday, Thursday. So I'll try to request to Shuddha Chitta Prabhu and others that keep it Wednesday, Thursday, so that all online things are done on Wednesday, Thursday only. Otherwise, when preachers come, everyone is having something or online. So people are not able to attend the classes. So we'll try to keep it Wednesday, Thursday. I'll update you maybe once this week only. We'll keep it stick then. No matter no which Maharaj is coming now, will not change the schedule. We'll change because ISKCON Pune means so many guests keeps on come, so many guests come, and it's so lucrative to hear from all of them. We want to hear from them, but I think we should keep. Considering all of your schedules, we want to keep it fixed only, so that you are not confused again. So maybe I'll update you after checking with Shuddha Chitta Prabhu that Wednesday, Thursday, and or Thursday, Friday. I'll confirm one day only now.
Okay.
हरे कृष्ण। वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्येव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। अनंत कोटि वैष्णव वृंद की जय। शिल प्रभुपाद की जय।